I'm not wasting no time with this. Keon just got here to the studio.
How y'all doing?
Man is here.
What up?
Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Majors has been found guilty of assault and of harassment.
Bullshit.
This is from the New York Times. Jonathan Majors, who was one of Hollywood's blah, blah, blah. The 6-person jury found Majors was not guilty on 2 other counts that had required prosecutors to show that he had acted with intent. But he was found guilty of assault and harassment for attacking his girlfriend in the car. The verdict arrived more than 5 hours of deliberation over 3 days. His future in the film industry is already under threat with Marvel, as you guys know. But just putting that out there, Jonathan Majors has been found guilty of assault, harassment, and assault in the 2nd degree, I believe. Reckless harm, I believe, is the actual definition of it. But in other news, less than an hour after the charges fell for him, Marvel dropped him. He's no longer Kang the Conqueror. Oh! It's like they were sitting there waiting like, nigga, it's a plan, bro.
Woo!
Disney ain't shit, bro. Disney.
You see why Johnny Depp
shit.
got rid of it? You see why he left? You see why Johnny Depp said, you know what? I ain't getting no Pirates movie. I need some
See why James Gunn left. I want to say this right now, bro. Hey, Jonathan Majors, my nigga, come to DC, bro. Were Disney trying to cancel you over shit of you clearly being innocent on camera, bro? Go ahead and come to DC, bro. We need a Green Lantern, bro. Shout out to Discord.
Oh, shit.
Shout out to Discord. We need a Green Lantern, bro.
Ooh.
James. Hey, James, get on that shit right now, bro. Get on that shit right now, bro.
Ooh.
Already out. Drops him off of a harassment verdict. Now, let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Jonathan Majors out. He's out in a stunning career blow to the once rising actor. They found him guilty of reckless assault in the 3rd degree and guilty of harassment following a 2-week trial. Before his March arrest, Majors was positioned as a key figure in the MCU with the Disney-owned studio. That's really important that we all know that. This is all Disney's doing. Yeah, this is what happens when you mess and you work with
you mess up
the mouse.
Yeah.
Mouse ain't shit, bro.
You work with the mouse, this is exactly what could happen.
Damn.
So Marvel has 2 courses that it could take now. It can recast the part, although it's not clear how many actors will be attracted in a role.
I heard what's the nigga from Snowfall? The bit, what's that?
I don't know.
Snowfall. Lori Harvey was dating him for a bit. The black guy, the British.
Yeah.
I heard his name floated,
his
but
friend.
I don't know how true
it was Michael B. Jordan's friend, right?
Yeah, I don't know his name.
Yeah.
I forgot him.
Yeah.
I heard his name floated, but I don't know how true it is.
That's the key. How many people will be attracted to playing Jonathan Majors, a black man in the MCU, when Disney turned their back on a black actor at the top of his career over bullshit charges?
Right.
Good luck.
Even if it's just a year, nigga, that's fine. Nigga, this movie's not coming out to 24 anyway, so nigga, he can do a year in jail.
Jonathan Majors is facing 1 year jail time
at
and
the most.
Possible probation.
And I doubt he gets
bullshit,
that. I doubt
man.
he'll get put. I don't think he'll may serve 6 months.
I'm gonna let you finish up.
So the fact that you knew it was a year in jail lets me know that you did get spoiled in some way. The other course is to redevelop its plans and refocus on the brand new villain. While Marvel are mum about this whole thing, there is indication that the studio has already been doing just that. In November, Marvel hired Loki creator Michael Waldron to work on a new draft that was once called Kang Dynasty, but is now being referred to as Avengers 5. Nigga, they are wiping Kang Dynasty is gone. It's Avengers 5. The MCU is in turmoil, as we already knew. And this, bro, just makes me say, man, I feel like just F you, Disney.
Yeah.
F you, Disney.
Yeah.
This is what I mean about fake woke. Mm-hmm. Disney wants to appear like they care about diversity, inclusion, and black folk and brown. Mm-hmm. But as soon as a black man freaking gets the police called on him, clearly see the evidence, clearly see this woman chasing him through the street, and because he got put guilty of that bullshit, if you look at the charges, which we will, you fire him? You fired a black man? Yeah, that's a good, that's, you're real woke, Disney. You're really out here with the people.
And what I'm thinking, like, and this is a good black man too. This is not even one of those, but like, and that's crazy. Look how many hurdles you got to go through just to work for Disney. Right? That's why it reinforces people like, oh, why these British people get all these roles? They're easier to work with, not actual homegrown cornbread eating niggas. We're not gonna hire them because they're considered high risk.
It's bullshit.
That's how the companies work. But even though I understand Disney's business perspective, but I wish they'll be more upfront about it. Just say we don't want high risk niggas.
It's bullshit.
I would not want to work for this company.
It's
Zippity doo dah, zippity day, niggas. Like we already know what y'all intent is.
It's bullshit because that woman is protected over that white skin, bro. And to seeing that black skin, just knowing that
Nothing to do with her.
It's bullshit. It is.
got
It
a
has
lot to do with
It has
her.
a lot to do with her.
But it's mostly the system.
It's
I'm
total
leaning towards
bullshit.
financially because they're looking at it as
it's total bullshit.
I think I feel you, E-Man, but I think financially because he can't promote the movie, they can't do nothing with him. He goes to jail. They don't want that negative attachment.
We don't see Jonathan Majors as guilty. The court of public opinion is in Jonathan Majors'
correct.
side.
First
But
of all,
remember,
let's get
but
this shit-
leaning.
let's
Wait. Let me finish, and I'll let you respond. I'm going back to what Jody said earlier about the fake woke agenda about, okay, you want to make an appearance like you care.
Yeah.
That's not the truth. This reveals the truth because your other actors have gotten in trouble in the past.
Yeah.
Niggas got
Cover
DUIs that we probably never
Yeah,
heard
cover
of.
up.
That's right.
Nigga, do you guys have nigga, you think John May out of 600 people that work for Disney's Marvel Studios, let's say there's 500 actors on set.
Right.
You telling me he's the only one that's gotten in trouble, or that's the one we heard about? And we don't know the white ones we heard about, but we know about his because he's highlighted.
You know what?
So Disney is not. This is for if you're an actor, I'm concerned because where's your protection as an actor? Now this
If you're black,
Jody,
don't go higher. Get work with
E-Man,
Disney.
E-Man,
Hey,
what you don't realize
Mahershala
is-
Ali, get out of there, my nigga.
I don't think you realize, E-Man, what they have in their contracts is called it's something like what's it called? It's called like
If
they
I'm
can
Mahershala
nullify his
Ali,
contract.
I'm gone, bro.
He don't get paid for this
Get out of there,
because
Mahershala.
he quote unquote got convicted.
Black
and
people
arrested.
need to stand up against Disney for this bullshit,
They
bro.
have a code of conduct.
Don't play
law.
Blade, bro.
So this is bigger than what you think. Jonathan Major's not going to get paid for his next movie because they can nullify his contract because they probably have something in his contract. You can't be a criminal.
Let's get your opinion, and then I'm gonna go to the laws, what he was actually accused of, and some of these some of the definitions and the language behind getting convicted of this
Right.
is ridiculous, bro. What's your
What
opinion?
state was he in?
My opinion is
New York.
this is bullshit for Disney and it's bullshit for these companies because it's like this man called the police. This man made the situation that happened. He's the one that told what was going down, what was happening with her. He showed what was going down, what was happening, and they still
You repeated yourself twice.
thank you. They still allow this shit to happen. I think it's bullshit. I think it's whack for this man to get
You said that twice.
knocked down like this. Did I say that twice?
No.
And I feel like for the companies to let this happen, Terrence Howard said it too. Black people are not protected in Hollywood, bro. Black men are not protected in Hollywood. He got by freaking Hustle and Flow. You know what I'm saying?
Protected.
He's not. It said black people are not
disagree.
protected
They're
in high
protected.
school.
Why you bring up Terrence Howard and then go for Hustle and Flow when that nigga was hoed in Iron Man 2?
They're protected.
They replaced
to a certain level.
him for Robert Downey Jr. wanted more money. They took it from Terrence Howard, said you're out of here because they had beef.
I forgot about.
That's where Don Cheadle came in.
It's
Protected.
Terrence
You're-
Howard was the first one
If
that
he
got
was
hoed
willing
by
to take
Disney.
less, you're protected. So you are protected. So don't say you're not protected. You just won't get what you want.
You just don't hear. You don't. I just. It's really fucked up, and I'm really starting to see what's going on. Like when you hear that a
But
white
does it
actor
take
that do
this?
some shit.
Why did it
going
take
on?
this? Why did it take this for you to realize it?
What it took me to first. I mean, I seen the other shit that's happening, but this shit right here. First of all, we had the situation once again.
Is he
about-
guilty?
No.
I
feel
we
like
seen
no.
the video? Is
Yes.
Jonathan Majors guilty?
No.
We're gonna go ahead and
No.
take a look at the video again. Here's the video footage of the incident in the car that we're talking about, where two of the charges that he got charged with happened here. Well, one of the charges happened somewhere else with phone calls and contacts and text messages. But one of the charges, which was reckless assault, happened in this vehicle. They said he recklessly assaulted her. Take a look. Limo stops at the red light. The car door is about to open. Jonathan Majors is going to exit. White girl's going to attempt to exit with him. He's going to push her back in so she doesn't attack him anymore. Look. Stay in the car. I'm out. She's coming back out. He's like, freak it. Get away from me. She's pulling his arm. Get away from me. She's pulling his arm. Get away from me. She's still grabbing on him. She's assaulting him, right?
That's assault.
That pushing her in the car right there is what got him reckless assault.
Yeah.
Pushing her
Bullshit.
back into the car
Because
got her
it
reckless assault.
is in
Pushing
traffic.
her into the car to keep
Yeah.
her in the car away from me as he's trying to get away
Right.
is reckless assault.
Because of the traffic, you were doing that.
What's that? Pulling him now. Isn't that assault? Pulling him. Isn't that assault? Chasing him. Isn't that assault? Look at that. Chasing the man down the street. He's running away from this white girl.
Pushing away from the situation.
She's still chasing him. But he got the Kane the Conqueror juice in him, bro. He got
the
those
V-line.
quads, bro. He got those pecs, bro.
Like, bro, after this
He's
one,
looking at that gap.
I would have made a U-turn.
That gap
back
got
in the
wide.
car.
Look, he said, I'm about to hit this left and shit.
I
Never
don't know
see
why
me
he
again,
went
my
to the left for.
nigga. As soon as he hit that
should've
left.
U-turned back to the
As
car.
soon as he hit that left, bro. That little, watch the left.
Out of here.
That's it.
Bro. You know what, John? You know what? This is what we mean by the nigga them and stuff. They kick in. Nigga, you left the car. You got a driver. That's your driver. They ain't her driver. Like, nigga, you took her. Okay, I'm far enough down the street.
Right.
Make a big ass U-turn back to that
Hey,
car.
pick me up right now.
Yeah,
right now,
bro.
right now,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Call the car, nigga. I'm hitting 5th Street.
Bro.
My nigga. Okay, yo, nigga them didn't kicked in at this moment. But the assault. I think the reason why the quote unquote jurors of our peers, because you know he was judged by
6 people.
our peers.
A
though.
6-person jury, yeah.
Of our peers.
Sure.
So
Our
what
peers.
I think, so the assault charge, I think the reckless assault is coming from the goddamn pushing her in the car in traffic.
So let's take a look at what the reckless assault law states. Here we are looking at what it means, right? Reckless harm. This is from, I think I use Cambridge. I have a Cambridge one here. Cambridge, I used Cambridge earlier, but it had the same thing. Reckless harm is complicated as one reason. Let me see. Where's the actual definition? Wait a minute. I'm at the wrong thing.
Uh-oh.
So it says here, reckless harm occurs when it is thought that the defendant did not intend to harm another person, yet his reckless actions led to serious physical injuries. For example, if you're trying to get out and I'm like, yo, get back, bro. Get away from me, bro. Get away. And like my thumb grazes your cheek and my nail cuts your cheek, they're calling that reckless.
Or you get away, you're trying to get away, like an example, he could have slammed the door and smashed her finger.
Yes,
Reckless
to get away.
harm.
That is unintentional. So Marvel knows that. Disney knows that.
Mm-hmm.
They know he was found guilty, yes, but it's unintent, without intent. Mm-hmm. That means I did not intend to harm
that's
you.
not what they're
The
highlighting.
intent is what should matter, not the actual charge on you. What does the law mean, guys? It means it was unintentional. And we see the video tied to it. It was him trying to get away from her, putting her back into the SUV so he can get away. This is not intending to harm her. This is intending to get her off of me. Get back, stay in the car, and then once she gets out the car, guess what? Well, there's no more keeping her in the car. She's already out. Now let me freaking run.
The intent, well, the quote unquote unintentional
Disney,
reckless harm
y'all
came from-
trash,
They look at it.
bro.
They looking
I'm
at it
just
like
saying.
they're looking at
No,
it
no,
like
no,
this big
it's not
ass
about-
black
no,
man.
no, no,
They're looking
no,
at
no,
this
no,
big
no,
ass
no.
black man
You mean you're going too deep.
moving this.
Because they know what we're
Is
doing
he going
right
too
now.
deep though? Is he?
Skinny ass
Yes,
little white
because
girl.
let me tell you why. Let me
You
tell you
think
why.
that this would happen
You
because
know
of
why?
Brad Pitt?
Because you know why?
And
You
Is
know
this
what?
happening to Brad
He should
Pitt?
know better. He should know better from doing that shit or whatever. This big ass black dude who messing with this skinny ass little white girl, pushing her back, telling her not to whatever, and shit. And
It's the optics.
Because
Black
of that-
man, strong black man, frail white girl. You don't think that that's a part of it?
No, it's the headline that's a part of it.
No.
Because at the end of the day, they see
Interesting.
because the only thing, because what we're doing right now, breaking it down, analyzing, looking at that, the normal average Joe who they're selling their product to aren't going to do that. What they're going to see is guilty, and
Who's gonna look at this and see Jonathan Majors is guilty?
understand that. But do you see? But
No, I'm
again,
asking you. Who's they are gonna see guilty? Who?
What do you mean they? They're not even going to watch this video. They're going to be like,
Oh, they've seen
found
it.
the jury of their peers.
The jury's
average
seen it.
Joe. All right, the jury said that. I'm talking about
jury's
that.
seen
But
this.
I think Marvel is pivoting because that guilty product. Their product is doing bad already.
The word guilty without the
Yep.
people knowing what it means.
Yep, they're not, because niggas don't.
They're
get the benefit of the doubt.
relying on
They're not
people-
gonna give. They're not gonna give niggas the benefit of the doubt. So they're already. That tells you Disney how much they don't give a fuck about. They know
Ignorant,
that you're dumb.
dumb people.
They know that.
Yeah.
Dumb.
That's so. What we're doing right now, they
Yeah.
know Disney's not gonna do this. What we're doing for you
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
they know that.
Looking at what he was convicted of, right?
Yeah, they're not gonna do that.
Unintentional harm. If I freaking take a step in front of you and you would trip on accident, reckless assault.
They're
If you had a
looking
water,
at-
hose, if you had a
Reckless
water,
harm.
if you had a water hole, if you guys own property and you have a water hose in front of your property, watering your grass, somebody trips over it, that's reckless harm. I need you to understand that's what that is.
They're looking at it like when they see this shit is that this man, this big man that has an assault this woman, and this is labeled as
You're
abuse.
looking at it too deeply, man.
No, I'm not. I'm
Yes,
looking
you
at.
are.
I'm looking at it like you need to be looking at.
Right here, let's read this. Here's an example. The defendant may have tried to push his way past another person who may be blocking a door. Subsequently, that individual may have suffered injuries such as falling or spraining a wrist. As your criminal defense, your attorney can advise you a charge of inflicting reckless harm in a domestic case is considered. So if you're trying to get out the way, I'm trying to block, and you hurt yourself in any way.
That's the law.
That's on me.
Crazy.
All right, cool.
That's not crazy. That's the law.
But we
That's
actually
crazy.
have the footage to see the context. In this context, with this footage, and we seen the aftermath. Her grabbing onto him, not wanting him to leave.
'Cause I don't
that's
think
that's a man trying to get away.
No,
and
wait.
that's a woman grabbing him.
I'm thinking the assault came before that when he tried to keep her in the car.
That's
Because he pushing her in traffic.
I
think that
I
right
agree.
there, you're guilty. As far as them, that's how they saw it.
I could agree with that, but this is different.
They looking
This
at-
is her assaulting
That's
him.
why. That's why out of the 4 charges, they dismissed 2 of them.
But but you're not looking at
they
it, Keon.
they discharged both charges that had intent involved.
Right. That's so
The
they're
jury
giving,
is basically
they're giving
saying
you your point.
basically
Yeah.
what the jury is
Yeah,
saying.
go ahead, go ahead.
He
Yeah,
didn't
go
have no bad intentions. He
Right.
didn't mean to
They're
harm
acknowledging
her.
that. They're acknowledging that.
They are acknowledging that. But why is Disney still fired him?
Because, like I said earlier, the word guilty, and they know that people like us, the unwashed masses, are not going to do what we do and break
I
it
gotta answer
down.
this.
I think for the unwashed masses, I think Disney is assuming the, lack of a better term, the intelligence level of they know their audiences.
Sure.
So
But
they know they won't dig deep. They know that because they
Is that why they did it though?
Yes, I solely believe Bob Iger. I believe that's why he did it.
I
It's
don't
not
think
because
that's
of that.
why. I
You know
think
what?
that they
I disagree.
generally. I don't think that they only did it because they know people are ignorant. Well, why would you do that? Because you know people are ignorant, unless you're. That's
it's about money.
That's an excuse.
Rather,
They
I'm taking
want to
morality
still
out
get
of it.
rid of him, though.
I'm taking morality out of it. I think that was the intent from the beginning.
To get rid of Jonathan Majors.
I think they didn't want him.
All right, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, because I think they saw that this whole Quantum Mania was a failure. I think they saw that we banked on the wrong horse, and this gave them the excuse to do it.
So it's of your opinion that Disney wanted to get rid of him anyway.
Yes.
And they saw this.
They were going to do it. They were going to do it the movie way, but now they saw a way.
I don't think that they were.
No, check this out. Because now that he's been convicted, they don't have to pay him. Because I'm pretty sure there's a morality clause in his contract.
Probably, but
So that not only saves them money, we can get rid of you, and then we don't got blood on our hands because our fans are not going to do what we're doing.
we're gonna
right
act
now.
like Jonathan Majors isn't like the greatest black actor in the world of the last 2 years.
But that should tell you
of the last 2 years.
That should tell you
why would you
the
wanna,
respect that we
they
have.
didn't start to switch up on Jonathan Majors until the allegations came out 8
They
months
switched
ago.
up.
That was 8 months ago.
Now, had those
He was
movies,
at the top.
Right. Had
when
those,
Quantumania
when
came out,
pre-hype-
everybody was praising him still.
Yes. Then they saw the returns, and then they saw the pre-hype, and then they saw, damn, he's not worth backing. Had that movie made money, I guarantee you they would have had his goddamn back. Because look, again, we love Marvel
I don't
fans.
know about that,
Marvel
Keon.
fans, you guys love the Black Panther. Wait,
So
let me
Disney's
finish.
not in the wrong.
But so I'm not saying that.
That's
not-
what it sounds like.
Well, okay, what I'm saying is I understand why they did it. If you're gonna play this fucking game, you got to know the rules of the chessboard. That's what I'm saying.
What are the rules?
The rules are, nigga,
That a company could ice you if they don't like you.
why would you work for that company if you know how they work? They say, look at Ezra Miller. They protected Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller got convicted 2 or 3 times, whooping a bitch ass, getting drunk.
Shout out to Warner
and
Brothers.
look how Warner Brothers. So if you're a black man and you know how they treat you,
Yeah.
you still work for them. You want the sympathy too? No, nigga, you know who you
Because
work for.
it's still a good thing on your resume to
Sure.
work for Marvel.
Sure, but you can't do shit like this. I'd rather you travel alone.
Do what?
You shit alone.
What did he do?
I'm not saying he did anything wrong.
He
but this
didn't
is
do nothing
This is embarrassing
wrong.
to Disney.
He didn't.
So the mouth don't like this.
Those unfair practices. Bro.
Bugs Bunny don't care about this.
You know
Bugs
what's
Bunny
crazy?
don't care.
You know what's worse to me than this? Taika Waititi having a 3-way love kiss and affair with people that are on his cast.
But our audience
Tessa
are cool.
Thompson.
Our audience are cool with that.
That's what I'm not
The
okay with. And they
LGBTQ
gave him
plus,
Thor. And they gave him Thor: Love and Trash.
LGBTQ plus and plus letter plus sign. They love that shit.
Is that fair though?
It's not fair.
So here he is.
Business,
So here's
it's not about being
Disney
fair.
appearing to be
I'm looking at it from a business
LGBTQ
perspective. It's
and
not about
freaking
fair.
fake woke. Here they are pretending to be like they're woke, like they, but yet when a black man gets in trouble, they throw him to the wolves. But when LGBTQ, they protect it. Well, I don't understand.
If Jonathan Majors made them money, they'll have no issue. We paid.
No,
Chadwick
I
Boseman
disagree.
was cheap. That's why he only paid him $750,000 and he died.
I disagree.
Their business.
So what you're
shady.
saying? You're putting this all on Quantumania? Why he's fired right now?
No, I would say his overall performance.
All he
not
was
only
in
not
was in
only
Quantumania.
Quantumania. I'm going back to how the pre-hype going into these movies.
Low-key
just because
elevated
everything. I'm talking about everything. In our opinion,
There is no everything.
In our opinion,
it's only
low-key,
Quantumania. That's the only number that you could judge him by with
in
money.
the big movies, and they saw they didn't make no money.
I disagree. I think you're wrong.
Because
you're wrong.
No, because I think they wanted to pivot. Because why else would they wanted to pivot?
Quantumania is not bad because of Jonathan Majors.
It's not his
Everybody
fault.
was praising Jonathan Majors when those reviews came out.
Fault. I think they were lukewarm on him. Maybe they wanted to go in a new direction.
So let's test it. You're basically saying if Quantumania made $1 billion, he would not be fired right now.
If they would have met his chart to his, he did not meet to their standards of performance. I don't think so.
I'm asking. You mentioned box office. You mentioned money.
I think if he would have,
you said if they brought him money, they wouldn't be doing this. So if Quantumania made $1 billion in the box office, would he be fired
probably
right now?
A little bit more than $1 billion, but probably if they made him substantial amount of money, yes, they wouldn't have fired him.
Cap, bro.
No,
do you know Disney? Cap, bro. He's out of here, bro. Because what it means,
I'm leaning on towards I'm leaning on towards this was a financial decision.
Nah,
it's not about morality.
Shit,
it's not about morality.
Bullshit. You're left base with that one. They are a historic company that has been prejudiced towards black folks.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Crows, bro. Jim Crow.
Yeah, the Crows and Dumbo.
Bro,
I know.
It's all day long with these motherfuckers,
but
bro.
Niggas still choose to work for them. I don't understand. So what
Disney, and that's another conversation to have, because I'm looking at you, Mahershala Ali, who was already disgruntled, already is not happy with the Blade movie, and yet you see your brother right here, right? Yeah. Because who was the guy in Hollywood before Jonathan Majors took over? It was Mahershala Ali. Mm-hmm. So now you basically had two of the greatest black actors in the modern day, currently working for Disney. One of your brethren just got hoed for the whole world to see. Mahershala, what you gonna do? Nothing. You gonna take a stand with your brother, or you gonna shut your mouth and get this check for a movie you don't even already believe in, my nigga? You don't even believe in Blade, bro.
Shut his mouth and
walk away from this shit, bro.
What about El Cuckoo Khan? What we saw niggas get beat by underwater Mexicans.
He Mexican, he don't count.
But now I know that. Man, but Ryan Coogler, that was Ryan Coogler's project.
The Mexicans was just happy to be on film, bro.
I get that, but that was a Ryan Coogler. But it had to be done at niggas' expense. Like Disney's always been. Nigga,
I think anybody black needs to look at Disney like they're the motherfucking slave master, bro.
You still choose to work for them.
Get the freak up out of
You're not getting sympathy from me. That's what I'm saying. You should know who you are.
Well, when Mahershala did a deal with Disney, this Jonathan Majors thing didn't happen, bro. So I'm gonna give Mahershala the benefit of the doubt. But you saying it's about money? Company. You saying the company? I'm gonna give Mahershala the benefit of the doubt for signing up to Blade, because it happened before all this.
So where's the good faith? If you see, there's no good faith.
Do I think that do I think Mahershala Ali would have signed up for Blade after he saw this? Nope.
No.
All right.
Quit.
So we give him benefit of the doubt. One other thing is this. I don't believe that this is the end for Jonathan Majors. No. I think that he's going to come to DC. I think James Gunn would be on that phone and bring him on over here, bro.
I think so too.
And I think that he did nothing wrong here.
Because James Gunn would actually look at the details of what happened.
He sees this shit, he's like,
it's the same shit that happened to me.
Yeah. Same thing happened to me. These motherfuckers ain't shit.
Yep.
Go ahead and pull them on over,
But it's Disney. Bro. If you don't like their business practices, don't work for them.
Don't mess with them.
But the thing is,
and if you sign with them, you're not getting sympathy from me. I'm just say my position. You're not getting shit from me.
After this point.
But you should have known, bro. You should have known.
No. We just agreed that Mahershala is not wrong for signing up before. We agree that Mahershala wouldn't have done it if he saw this.
If you get fucked over, don't be surprised.
Come on, bro. Nia DaCosta wasn't wrong for. She was wrong for picking the Marvels.
What's that bitch name?
But she not wrong for taking the check.
Who directed the Marvels? It was the worst movie on film.
It was Nia DaCosta.
She's black, right?
She's black.
That was the worst performing Marvel movie of all time. That's attached to her record.
That's
for
correct.
For Hollywood,
that's correct.
We gave niggas a chance.
That's correct.
But that's attached to your name. You have the worst Marvel movie of all time.
Nia DaCosta
is that an opportunity, or is that, nigga, why would you work for a company like that?
She's done. She's going to go to indie movies.
Go ahead, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, I agree with you fellas. I mean, I look at it like this, like, the massive...
You don't agree with both of us.
We're
on different sides. He's about money.
Yes.
I don't agree.
I'm about
morality.
Prejudice, bro.
I don't agree.
Disney is prejudice.
I don't agree with the money part. I look at it as that when they saw this shit, they looked at it like, look, there's another monster being the way that they normally are, bro. They look at this as there's another beast being the same the way they are. Another black man doing this shit all over again. I look at it like seeing this shit right here, looking at it like as Jonathan Majors looking at it, it's bad for our brand. But they didn't have that look of the fact of, okay, yeah, if Quantum Mania made a lot of money, yeah, we would have saved him. No, I disagree with that.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I disagree
Keon.
with that. I look at it like this. They already had their ideas of what they wanted to do. They was waiting for situations like this to happen.
Why?
Because
8 months ago. Starting 8 months ago when these allegations
After
came
that
out.
fight,
I'm finna tell you why.
I think after that little
No.
fight,
Why.
he retreat.
No.
They saw that. Oh yeah,
No.
this shit,
When
they
they
looking
looked
at
at
whatever
the-
metrics they got.
Wrong.
Nigga, none of
Timeline
this shit is
off.
not working.
Timeline is off.
when they looked at
They
the
don't want to
fact-
work.
It was
Whatever
after
metrics
this allegation came
whatever
out 8 months ago.
Whatever metrics they use, if he was valuable, they would have kept him.
That's wrong.
You've kept
I
a
agree.
drug
All the
addict.
metrics said
You've
that he
kept
was
a
great.
whore.
Everybody loved him.
You've kept Loving Thunder.
Do you remember,
You keep bad
bro?
directors.
Do you remember the reviews for freaking Ant-Man Quantumania? They were dogging the film and praising Jonathan Majors. The only thing they said was good about the movie was
it
Jonathan
real?
Majors.
Artificial.
No, it
That's not
wasn't.
real.
The
That's
fake. They
that's
trash.
not real.
But,
They're
you know,
trash.
the
Yes,
movie
that's
reviews-
not real though.
I
You
know,
that's not real.
but
But they
Disney,
weren't really.
Disney
remember,
eats
remember what we were saying.
artificial
Were they
shit.
really praising
Disney
Jonathan Majors?
eats
Go back and watch the
artificial
I know we
stuff.
did those videos.
They like unreal
Right,
shit.
that's
they
not real.
thrive off
So
of it.
they don't
to
love
Disney,
him.
it's real. It's real to
Oh.
Disney. They eat fake. The media likes this movie because he's black.
But that's
we
not,
do too.
but that soil is found on weak dirt. And that
The only one who are deeming it weak dirt are people who are woke like me
One
and
little
you.
earthquake built that whole foundation that was
No,
built on
you're
fake
saying that.
wokeness.
I'm saying that. The media, the masses are not saying that, bro.
Yeah.
The masses don't think like
the
that.
masses see guilty. That's all they need to see. Oh, he
The
done
masses
done with
don't
him.
see guilty. I don't
That's-
think the
I
masses
believe
see
that.
guilty.
They looked at it.
I
I mean,
believe
he is
that.
guilty, right? By
That-
law.
but because
he
yeah,
is
he's guilty.
guilty.
But so all this stuff non-intentional, you know, those minor details, they're not looking at that.
I know,
As far
'cause
as
people are
they
stupid.
whooped this bitch's ass.
Because
That's
people
how
are
he
stupid.
see it.
Because people are stupid.
Yeah.
And Disney makes money off those stupid people.
Yes,
That's
they
what
do.
they're gonna feed. That's the narrative they're gonna feed into.
But
they're not
where
gonna.
me and you disagree is you're blaming it on that only. I think Disney is malicious. You're saying it's because, oh, they know people are dumb, so they got to be dumb too. No, this is a reason, an excuse for them to get rid of another nigga.
I agree with that. They wanted to get rid of him.
Because now they look. How
Because
good do they look?
financial reasons.
How good does Disney look? Oh, we're the
got rid of-
company
yeah.
that gave a nigga a chance.
Yeah.
And we gave a nigga a chance.
That's the-
Nigga
And
messed
only
it
that,
up,
guess
and
what?
we got rid
And
of the
then
nigga.
We got now.
That's exactly
and
what
we're
it
gonna
looks
give y'all.
like, bro.
And we got to give y'all something big just to replace this nigga. So don't be shocked, nigga. Meet your doom.
See, you see, and they're gonna blame all this shit on him because Kang Dynasty is not called Kang Dynasty. They're calling it Avengers 5. So then, when Avengers 5 comes out and it's trash, Disney could come and say, "Well, we had a plan for Jonathan Majors,
but he fucked
Kang
it
the
up.
Conqueror, but he was accused and found guilty in court, so we had to switch up." Disney, I'm on your shit, bro. Y'all trash. Go ahead, E-Man.
Go ahead, man. Money, morality. What is your opinion?
My opinion is off rip, bro.
I think them tacos is at the door.
is that
Them motherfuckers would have been at the door.
when they also look at it too, that this man, when they heard that it was a white woman involved, it was a wrap automatically. They knew that they was waiting for this shit to go down. They was waiting for this whole plan to go down. You know what I'm saying? Disney is fucked up for this, and the people in the law office was fucked up as well. I look at it like this, man. The footage is all there, but nobody's seeing the footage. All they see is this black man pushing this white woman, putting her back on the truck. Or they look at this big black man, big buff black man, supposed to be labeled as one of the sexiest men, as they call it nowadays. And
Which goes to
that's
image.
that's
He's
the
fucked all that up.
But it's like this.
We
When
can't
they
sell
saw
that.
when they saw that man push that frero little skinny ass white girl, they not seeing, oh, she was on
She
drugs.
was fighting him.
She's not on. They're not looking at the drugs. They're not looking at her being drunk. They're not looking at the footage of her talking to the dudes on the phone, and he walk over and tell her, "Let's go." They didn't look at all of that shit. All they saw was this black dude hit this black woman, which he did not,
They looked at all the facts of the case, and they already made their decision.
and they already had their whole ideas of about
Man,
him.
you can
Yes.
disagree with the jurors.
They had they already had him already planned on the way.
Can I ask you a question? When did Jonathan Majors begin to get fired? When did it happen? When do you think Jonathan Majors lost his future in Marvel? When?
after Quantum Mania.
After Quantumania for you. Got you. The box office receipts.
Mhm.
Got you. What about you?
As soon as they heard about the footage of the, well, not even the footage, about the situation about him calling the police or him getting arrested. As soon as they heard about him getting arrested, it was a wrap.
I agree. Soon as the allegations came out, he was done. As soon as the allegations came out 8 months ago, this man was done.
He was already
And
washed.
I don't believe if that man was George Clooney or Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise, we would be here right now. And because of that, my nigga, Disney ain't shit.
And you know why you clamping? You ain't made no goddamn point yet.
Come on, brother.
You don't dap him up, nigga. You ain't made no goddamn point yet.
Cause he with me, my nigga. Your stance is trash.
Nigga. Hey, we'll see. Hey, we'll see who agrees with me.
I said the facts, bro.
Nah,
y'all underestimate. Y'all, the mouse cares about this. If this man made your money, nigga, they didn't dig. All this was swept under the rug.
This wasn't about money, bro. This was a whole get down.
There's no proof of them doing this before, like taking on someone who's bad for them for the sake of money.
Robert Downey Jr.
No, Robert Downey Jr. had to prove himself.
He wasn't with Disney then?
Yes, he was. No, Disney wasn't involved then, but they kept him. But let's say that Disney was involved in 2008 when they took Robert Downey Jr., which it wasn't. Even then, for Paramount, he had to prove himself first.
Correct.
His check was very small. Mm-hmm. He had the insurance policy was this big.
Mm-hmm. And they had to make a decision. And a nigga or him.
And the box office went
Terrence
high
Howard or him.
for Iron Man 2.
And Terrence Howard was bigger than Robert
For the
Downey
discussions
Jr.
of Iron Man 2 is when this all started to happen, where they banked on
Disney
the
don't like.
Downey.
We all know Disney don't like. Zippity doo dah, zippity day.
But for you to say,
so let's go ahead and move on into what is harassment. Harassment in the second degree is the other offense that he got guilty for, right? He was convicted for. Harassment in the second degree means a pattern of intentional, substantial, and unreasonable intrusion into the private life of the targeted person that serves no legitimate purpose and causes the person would cause a reasonable person in this position to suffer mental or emotional distress. Harassment in the second degree may include, but is not limited to, verbal, written, electronic content that is initiated, maintained, or repeated. Watch this. Let's get some examples.
Back and forth. That's what that shit was.
Exactly.
Yeah,
let's go ahead and take a look.
Baby mama in New York.
If a person commits, look at this. If a person commits harassment in the second degree, a person commits it when the person commits harassment involving a threat to commit bodily injury. All right, we can understand that. Mm-hmm. Look at this one. Harassment in the second degree means a pattern of intentional, substantial, and unreasonable intrusion into the private life of a person, blah, blah, reasonable, open, blah, 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 reasonable contact, right? Now, right here. Harassment in the second degree may include limited verbal, written, electronic content that is initiated, maintained, or repeated, which we watched, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to go to some examples now. So basically, when we look into what repeated harassment is, if I call you and then you say blah, blah, and then I call you back and you're like, no, I don't want to, I don't care. I don't want to hear that shit, baby. Like, but please take me back. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Mm-hmm. Click. You call her back the third time. Can we make this happen? Can we make this right? What can I do? Click. You have committed second-degree harassment.
Did that mean everybody commit harassment?
Correct.
Man, what the fuck?
Correct.
Everybody named Mama done that, bro.
He basically got found guilty of texting repeatedly, calling repeatedly.
That's dumb.
Any of that shit. And they used some of the text messages back and forth that they had. That's how they got him. I think that's the goddamn freaking country.
That's New York.
I know it's New York, but I think
everybody in that court office and everybody at that the judge, everybody done that shit.
If you come to me twice, 3 times, when I don't want you to talk to me, harass me.
So if I call the police and I don't want to hear from you and I report it, it could be considered harassment. Yes, under the letter of the law.
Yes. And if you have shit to
y'all
be careful.
Stupid. That's why
be careful when you text people, right?
If
you text on a Monday and then you text on a Tuesday and then you text on a Wednesday and they say I'm good on you. If somebody says I don't want to talk to you right now, I don't want to talk about it right now, I don't want to have this conversation right now, and then you text back, please let's talk about it.
That's worse.
Please let's talk. Please. Harassment, bro.
You might as well call the nigga
and you're on wax because they can show you the screenshots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they can take you to court, and that's you basically snitch. That's what Jonathan Majors got accused of, and Disney fired him for it. Mm-hmm. And let's talk about the context of what he was talking about. He was telling her to act like Michelle Obama, act like all these other
Hollywood shit.
People.
Yeah, right. Hollywood shit.
I'm doing this for me.
He was telling her be a lady.
There was actually some circumstances where he said he threatened him to unalive himself. He was dealing with mental issues as well.
That could be considered harassment too, telling her that.
Because you're putting stress
on her.
She's getting emotional distress. Understand, guys, she got emotional distress because Jonathan Majors confided in her that he wanted to unalive himself. And that made her feel sad, made her feel anxious. What? So you are harassing me.
What? Yeah, that's harassing. Yes, it is. You can't, you cannot text random people you want to kill themselves.
Oh, my God.
You can go to jail for that.
When you put your burdens on other people, they take on those burdens, and that can emotionally make them feel a way.
Yep.
Sadness, depressed,
Anxiety.
Anxious.
Anxiety.
When you're
Anxiety.
anxious
Anxiety.
because of what you said to me, that is harassment in the second degree, bro. Now, knowing that type of bullshit is what they're running at the headlines with to get rid of Jonathan Majors, bro, lets me know everything that I need to know. In the court of we have eyes, this society we live in is so soft, and people are so dumb. Like a lot of people on YouTube and in the side society, period, are dumb. They're going to see Jonathan Majors accused of assault?
Yep.
Harassment?
Yep.
Oh, that's a bad guy.
Yep, that's a bad guy. Yep, that's it. They're not gonna read no more or nothing. That's it. They're not gonna read nothing.
He's a
They're not even gonna watch that video.
He's a monster.
This video right here, a lot of people didn't watch that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know this happened.
He's a monster.
A lot of people don't know there's a
Can't deal with
video
him.
of this shit showing the whole entire goddamn thing.
He's bad for our company. We can't work with him.
Can you imagine that?
No, you don't agree with that. That's my stance. Stay with
don't.
him.
What was he agree with?
He just said no. They're bad for my company. No, it's not. It's morality. So
It's,
stay on your side, nigga.
Yeah.
You don't agree with me.
It's a reason to get rid of this man.
it's bullshit. This is all bullshit.
This makes Disney look so
everything
bad,
that
bro.
everything that
I
was
know
stated,
it does.
everything that was
I know it
stated,
does.
people do right now. It's probably somebody doing that right now.
Who and the MCU is in a bad position that it's in because
ignorant.
Disney has those practices. Forced inclusion, forced diversity, for the lack of creativity and content.
They paid.
And then when one of your forced diverse epic saga villains,
Which is fake,
gets into what you would call trouble, all of us see it as a man defending himself. They axe him. Don't be fooled by Disney's bullshit. They don't
Get it in your
care
contract. You
about
gotta get protected.
diversity. They don't care about inclusion.
Get in your
They
contract,
want to
bro.
appear as if they care about inclusion while taking y'all dollars.
Mm-hmm.
They know you guys are zombies, bro. And it's not just Disney. The whole hierarchy of everything.
Massive, yeah.
Politics, social media, hip hop, music, industry, everything all knows that people are
Warner Brothers is
freaking
like
dumb.
that, but the difference is this ain't enough. Look what Ezra Miller
Yeah,
did.
Warner Brothers is thick-skinned.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers ain't like Disney, dog.
No.
Warner Brothers
got
took
fired. Yeah,
James
yeah.
Gunn got canceled or attacked heavily
Over tweets.
and reprimanded over tweets from 10 years ago
Yeah.
and fired
Yep.
when the whole cast said bring him back, and they fired him. And then Warner Brothers said, we'll F at you. Did Suicide Squad. Disney saw that Warner Brothers was willing to mess with James Gunn, and Disney took him back for the Guardians 3. Disney, you ain't shit. And don't try to walk this back. It's too late. It's already out there, bro. Let the record be known that Disney hoed this black man, bro.
Yes, they did.
Completely.
Whatever the future for the MCU is, it's their fault.
For
not
financial
Jonathan.
reasons, for morality reasons, we don't know his reasons.
It's this tasteful, bro. It's distasteful that he has to go through this because this man.
I want to ask you
fought
that
hard,
question,
bro.
Keon. If it was Tom Cruise, would we be doing this?
No, this wouldn't come out. This would be sealed. This would be sealed under the Church of Scientology. This would have been sealed. Bro, ain't nobody would have known about this
They
shit.
would have come up missing, my nigga.
We would have known about this 4 years later. This would
Floating in
have
the
came,
river
when it would have
somewhere.
came out 5 years later.
Oh
nigga,
yeah,
after.
the war is still ongoing. In other news, a woman was found in a lake
Yeah.
tied to a 2016.
Yeah, bro.
Back to you, Rob.
Yeah,
Let's go
right, yeah,
run.
Let's go. Yeah, exactly.
Don't they just mention that shit real quick. Keep
Yep.
on
It would have been
pushing.
like, them little tickers. It would have been 3 lines.
Bro.
Court's been sealed. Sealed documents
For
sent
sure.
today. Yeah, that's what
so that let's we're all in agreement that it is about color. It is
But
about
Tom Cruise, you chose Tom Cruise. Money.
Well,
and power.
all right. George Clooney, Brad Pitt, same thing. Because I don't want you to use the Scientology as the only reason why.
No. We agree.
It's the power. It's the protection of the collection.
We agree.
Yeah, it's the power and the color.
Yeah, we
the
agree.
complexion of the protection.
If he was a black woman, he'll get treated the same way, probably worse.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah. Good. I'm
We
glad
agree.
that we know. So, we dived into this bad boy. Is there anything else anybody want to say before we dip out of here? Because I really want the conversation to be had in the comments.
Yep.
What
Yeah,
do you guys
I'm
think?
curious. I
This
say
makes
money.
Disney look bad.
I say money. I want the positions to be clear. I'm the money position. I say Disney fired him because after Ant-Man, Quantumania, they saw that he's not valuable in our returns. I'm looking for a reason to get rid of him.
You see how
This gave us the reason.
you're blaming the black man when it's the white man's fault?
Again,
What about Paul
Jody,
Rudd?
we're done.
What about Paul
State
Rudd?
your position.
Paul Rudd is Ant-Man,
State
nigga.
your position.
My position
State
is
your
that
position.
Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania takes an
Jody.
L to Paul Rudd holds that
That's
L, not Jonathan.
Okay, Jody, state your position.
Does the black man or the white man hold the L for Quantumania?
State your
I'm
position.
just curious.
I believe they blame him for it.
What?
All right, so let's state your position.
My position is clear, bro. Disney ain't shit, and they looked at it as an excuse to get rid of another black man, bro. And Mahershala, leave, dog. I would have so much respect for you if you just left and nobody, people of color, y'all not really welcome. Freak that bullshit. I'm being PC myself, nigga. Niggas ain't welcome at Disney. Freak that yellow, brown, pink shit. We talking about black people, bro. Black people ain't welcome at Disney, bro. They'll smile in your face, but look for a reason to get rid of you, bro. That's like, you know what they are, nigga? They're the people from Get Out. They're the family. Disney are the family. Hey, Chris, come on in. You know, I voted for Obama 3 times if I could. That's Disney, bro. How do we harvest this nigga's wounds and his organs and freaking sell his eyeballs, bro? That's exactly how Disney is, bro. Thank you guys so very much for watching, bro. We out this goddamn thing. Deuces.